Yo, what's up, family? Welcome back to the channel, the entertainment plug, and we have a new video for you guys today. In today's video, we have No Jumper's Adam22 explaining how the tension and beef started with him and King Pill. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let's check it out.
Oh, so I totally forgot to tell you guys about this, but this is basically what happened in the podcast. I'm just going to retell the story. Basically, all right, so we do an episode of the No Jumper Show on Tuesday. I bring on a new co-host that I personally thought had a lot of potential, this guy King Pill. Now, I've interviewed him 2 times before, and I actually went to the Bronx and filmed a vlog with him with a bunch of bloods in the Bronx, hanging out, shooting a music video, whatever. We premiered his music video on the channel. He's had a pretty cool relationship with me. I thought he had a lot of potential as a co-host, right? Okay. The song that we dropped the music video for, there is a diss to a gang in his local area. He's from Pomona, right? So there's a diss in his song towards a gang, right? I'm not going to say what the diss was, but it's very offensive to this particular gang. Well, we're on the podcast with AntJefe. Now, that diss towards a gang from his area also applies to the gang that AntJefe is associated with, right?
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
But it's the same word, right? So I noticed when we dropped the video, though, that they had taken the word out. The word had been removed. So on the podcast, I actually asked him, hey, what's up? You deleted the thing. I thought it was like a good thing to bring up on the podcast. It got heated. And AntJefe chose to take this and make it a moment where he made it perfectly clear that he wasn't going to accept any disrespect, etc. If you watch the whole podcast clip on YouTube, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, AntJefe makes it clear, ain't nobody dissing his hood. It was about somebody else's hood. So that whole thing happens. The chat goes nuts. The chat immediately just starts going crazy, saying, oh, King Pill just got marked out. AntJefe just stood on business. Holy can't believe that. That was crazy. Yo, use a King Pill. That's what the chat starts saying. And they're seated so that they can both read the chat the whole time. They are seeing the chat. So they're both just sitting there reading it. Now, the problem also, I forgot to mention this, is that King Pill, when he showed up, basically was on shrooms, allegedly, smoking mad weed. He sucked. He was like the worst version of himself that I've ever actually seen him be on the podcast. So that already was a problem. Then this thing happens. He gets even weirder. He's totally quiet. He says about 5 words for the rest of the podcast. And keep in mind, we're talking about a 4-hour podcast. So saying 5 words in a 4-hour podcast, that's like a word an hour or so. Anyway, then after, right, I'm going to make this a part 2. I'm going to explain what happens in the next part. Okay, so part 2. We finish the live stream. AntJefe leaves. Munchy B leaves. So it's just me, my staff, a couple of different bloods from Pomona, and then King Pill, right? Everybody's being cool. King Pill comes up to me. He wants to know about getting paid for the podcast appearance. I tell him, okay, cool. Just message in the group chat that I put you in with Josh. Josh will get you paid. He goes, I'm trying to get paid right now. Why can't you pay me? He's acting super burnt out, weird JCat behavior. I go, text Josh. Like, I just got done 4-hour podcast. I'm not trying to pull out my phone and Cash App you. I don't even have Cash App. I'm a Zelle guy. Anyway, he starts tripping. He's like walking towards me. He's acting all weird. I'm like, what is this? Like, why are you tripping? Like, he's like, you should call Josh. Tell him I need to get paid right now. I'm like, you know that normally when you do a podcast, it's not like you just get paid instantly right away, right? Like, I'm telling you, I'm going to get you paid within the hour. Whatever. He starts kind of tripping. He pulls out his phone, starts filming me. He's like kind of up in my space. I kind of push him away at one point, whatever. But like before it can turn into a whole full-blown fight, his boys just grab him and kind of like drag him out the building. And he managed to knock over a few basketballs while this was going off the wall. But I mean, we have security footage. I'm going to include that on the story as well. But that was nuts. Anyway, the crazy part about it is that it was obviously not about the $200. It was about the fact that he got marked out on the podcast, and he obviously was getting text message after text message basically telling him, hey, you behaved like you should have stood on business more, yada, yada, yada. And so he's over there feeling like, so he decides to take it out on the white boy. Crazy. I never seen that before. That's like, reminds me of like, I had a cat one time that if you like mess with him, he wouldn't you up, but he'd the other cat up. It was like that. Anyway, it was a ridiculous scenario. Obviously, I'm not messing with bro anymore at all. oh, King Pill, he's out of here. He's not part of this whole thing anymore. I seen him flying back to Atlanta like this morning or whatever. Who knows what he's thinking? I know that him and his manager got in a huge fight because this happened. His manager is basically looking at him now like, how could you possibly have thought that this was a good thing for the future of your career? Anyway, the only time I've ever interviewed somebody where they kind of try to fight me after. So that was crazy, and hopefully it doesn't repeat itself going forward.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you leave comments in the comment section. Stay tuned for more videos coming up soon. See you guys later. Be safe out there.